Today we are going to be making something incredible. Can you guess what it is? Probably not, because you might not know about mofongo. Mofongo, it is a Puerto Rican dish. Actually, so from what I've read, I think it started in Africa. I'm not sure which country or area. And it was a plantain dish, maybe like a mashed fried plantain, called fufu. And it made its way to Puerto Rico and the Caribbean, and they sort of added some pork. Well, these are pork rinds, but like pork, fried pork skin, pork cracklings, that kind of thing, and various seafood, and some tomatoes and garlic, and turned it into mofongo, which is what we will be having. I went to Puerto Rico right after the new year, and it's actually the last trip that I took before staying at home for months and months and months. Hopefully I can get back to my life soon. Anyway, so what is mofongo? So what it looks like is a little mountain, a little yellow mountain with a sauce on it. Mountain with sauce, yeah. The mountain is made of the mashed plantains, pork, a little bit of bacon, a little bit of garlic, and then whatever goes on top is going to be a saucy mix with the meat or seafood of your choice. And the one I'm going to do is shrimp. So we're making shrimp mofongo. And I had mofongo in Puerto Rico several times. I tried to sort of compare. So it's hearty, it's rich, and then the sauce is just like all the flavor. I would say the mofongo itself, which is like the mash, is not necessarily like so flavorful. It's tasty, but it's, I don't want to say bland because bland is not a good cooking word, but the mofongo itself is maybe more about the texture, and then the sauce on top has all the like yummy tomato, shrimpy, garlicky stuff going on. So yeah, honestly, it sounds stupid, but I would compare it to like mashed potatoes and gravy, because you've got your mash and your sauce. It's like that, but 10 times better and more awesome and cool, and actually has like real food in it. All right, so I am going to be cooking based off of a wonderful woman, two women actually. I don't know what their relationship is. I feel like they're sisters. They have a video making mofongo, and I'm following them, so I will link it below. Okay, I just realized that the recipe video I was gonna follow doesn't seem to have any measurements. So I will be combining a recipe and a video. The video is showing me how. The recipe I'm reading is gonna give me some measurements that I might need. Just wanted to let you know. Oh, what was I gonna say? Also, in this video recipe, I saw her put a packet of something for color, according to her, and it sounded like she said saffron. But it also sounded like she said something saffron, so like some special kind or something, or I don't know, like maybe a different form of saffron, like a saffron powder or something. So I have saffron, so I'm gonna put a little bit in, but yeah, it's a little bit experimental. Let's get going. Hi! All right, so as with many dishes, our mofongo has so many like variations and things that can be added. So I saw that a lot of recipes say besides the like pork rinds or pork crackling, you can also put in bacon. So I decided to do both. Hi. Okay, when I was poking around the refrigerator, I saw some things I just want to add. So I'm going to add a little heat with some jalapeno. I don't have bell peppers, which makes me sad. So I thought maybe I can add another vegetable to the sauteed part. So I'm going to add mushrooms. The cilantro is for garnish. My onions are just already chopped from yesterday, so that's cool. And I also saw that I had some leftover lime juice from, oh, I think it was from the Vietnamese spring rolls. So I'm just going to throw that in too, because lime juice is delicious. right, so there's two things I'm going to do that might look a little bit odd. One is I don't have tomato sauce, so I'm going to mix tomato paste and water, 1-to-1 ratio. Apparently that's a good substitute for tomato sauce. And two is when I chop my plantains and fry them, it wasn't clear why or how long, but in the video, she put them in a bowl that had salt, water, and garlic. So I'm going to make that bowl of salt, water, and garlic. To make our topping, our sauce, our shrimp. So I cooked the bacon in here. It still has grease, it's still hot. So I'm just gonna cook my shrimp sauce in here as well. So we start by adding the onions and bell peppers, which I don't have. So I'm gonna be doing onions, mushrooms, and jalapenos. Saute here is going, I'm going to get my oil ready for frying the plantains. And by the way, the plantains, although they're soaking right now, they need to be dry when they fry because the water going into the oil will create lots of popping and possibly like a massive explosion and you'll die. Now it's just time to wait. Waiting for the oil to get hot, waiting for these to cook, waiting for my plantains to soak. Oh, I want to show you something. So yesterday I went to thin my baby kale. Well, it was just not, my kale. Calling it baby kale because it was babyish. It was like this tall. And I went to thin it so that they can actually grow. And I kept the bits that I thinned. This is my baby kale. It's the first thing from the garden that we can like start eating. I mean, the herbs we've been eating, but we bought those as like whole plants and put them in, but these were seeds and they grew up and it's just so beautiful and delicious. So I was thinking about like if I could sneak this into the mofongo, but I don't think it'll really go. Maybe I can. I don't know. I guess I'm still thinking about it. I might just put it on the plate next to it though. But if you see this on the plate, you know it's not traditional. It's just because I want to eat my baby, organic, locally grown, non-GMO, micro baby kale. It's the veal of kale. Concerned that this might be too tomatoey because it's really red and I used the tomato paste and I didn't measure anything. So we'll see. I guess I could water it down if I want to. I think the rest of the raw garlic just goes into the mash, but I'm really tempted to put some in here, and so I'm conflicted and I don't know what to do. I think I'll put a little bit in. Okay, that was a lot. So I still have some garlic left over here that will be going into our masharoni. That's what's going on our mofongo. It's really red. I think it's too much tomato. Okay, our oil is here. Oh yeah, it's emitting a lot of heat. exciting. This is where we mash and create the little mofongo mountain, which we're gonna eat. So it's really the last step. So I'm going to be mashing everything in here, and you know, the cilantro is for garnish, but I think I'm going to add a little bit inside. I just thought it might be pretty because the mofongo is yellow, so maybe with like some green flecks. And obviously the bacon and garlic, and I have my tub of pork rinds here. Don't ask why. We have a pork rind lover in the house who's also my taste tester and who's dancing over there. You can't see, but it's amazing. All right, let's go. Oh, and butter. It has a lot of butter mashed in, which kind of surprised me, but can't go wrong with butter. Official taste tester is here, and our mofongo is here. It's my version. Just keep that in mind. But you've never had mofongo, so you don't know. This is basically mashed plantains and garlic and bacon and pork rinds, and then we have the sauce on top. It's like the shrimp and vegetables and tomato sauce. And I added kale from our garden. Just that's not normally part of the dish. Let's go. It's so good. I love it.
It is really good.
I love it.
Wow.
I like the additional flavors I added.
It's really good. The cilantro is good.
I think it's bursting with flavor, so it's quite good. It might not be the traditional way.
It's really good.
Because of like the lime and the jalapeno.
It
doesn't really have a kick. I guess I should have kept the seeds.
The lime was good though.
Yeah.
So I want to know, is this mofongo or yofumbo?
That was terrible. That was a terrible joke. Okay, tell me your thoughts. Tell me as your first impression of mofongo.
Well, it beats Captain Crunch. It's definitely unique. Well, it's okay. So the texture is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, one thing that amazes me is if you put this in front of me, I would never guess that it had plantains or pork rinds. You don't taste anything.
True.
Anything that would suggest that. I guess I would guess it was potatoes.
I was just gonna say potato pancakes or something. Yeah. Joshua approves.
And the texture's amazing. I like the bacon.
Yeah.
It's giving chewy bits to it. That's like an optional one, so I'm glad I opted in. And
you can't go wrong with bacon, kiddo.
Yeah, this is good. And it's pretty.
It's beautiful.
All right, that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a chance to make some mofongo. As you can see, it's pretty open to interpretation. You can put any kind of meat or seafood or make it vegetarian. That might be hard with the pork, but you can find a way, I'm sure. And if you do, comment and let me know, and see you tomorrow.